Okay, welcome back. I'm going to talk with Nora and then be on my way. I've got things to do and people to meet.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Fereldan will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
Are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Fereldan, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
What happens to Loghain if you are queen?
He is my father, as well as a great general, who has served his nation well until now. If there is a way for him to live, I would prefer it.
I would rather he lived. He will be useful.
I am glad to hear it. In the end, it will be up to the Landsmeet to decide, I think. Does that affect your decision? Can we yet come to an arrangement?
I think I would need more than just your support.
Once I am queen, I will be in a position to grant you whatever you wish. And I shall. Alistair might promise you the same, I suppose. But I would ask which is better. The gratitude of a weak king, or of a strong queen. And even if it is not for you, think of what I could do for the Grey Wardens. Think of what I could do for your companions. I trust I have made my point.
I agree. You'll have my support for the Landsmeet.
That is good to hear. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
I have some questions.
Ask me whatever you like.
Does it make you uncomfortable siding against your father?
Of course it does. Do you think me heartless? But how much worse would I be to calmly stay at the side of a man who murdered my husband?
Did you love Kaelin?
It seems a strange word to describe a marriage our parents arranged when he was newly born and I still in swaddling clothes, but yes, I loved him. He was reckless, impetuous, and charming. Had he not been king, he would have made a dashing rogue for a band of players. We were a good pairing. He would not have wanted the burden of ruling any more than I would have liked to remain the silent wife in my husband's shadow.
Why did Loghain leave Kaelin to die, do you know?
Kaelin was so idealistic. The world was his storybook, and he was the hero. My father is different. He's an idealist too, but he knows what idealism costs. They often clashed, but never seriously, never for long. Kaelin would always come round to Father's way of thinking eventually. And then the Blight came. Kaelin dreamed of uniting all the nations of Thedas against the Darkspawn. It was a dream. He wouldn't surrender. What my father saw, however, was the boy he had swaddled inviting Orlesian troops back into the land he had fought to free of them. And for once, my poor, foolish husband wouldn't back down.
Another question.
Ask me whatever you like.
I'd like to understand Loghain better, if possible.
Well, he was once a farmer when he was a boy, if you can believe it. I never could myself. He's useless with plants, for one thing. I remember my mother once asking his help with a sick rose vine. My mother oversaw the rose gardens personally. He touched it. No more than that. And it shed half its leaves like a dog with mange. She never asked for him to help with her roses again. He bought her another one, though. He carried it back from Denerim with the branches overflowing his saddlebag. Despite the thorns tearing him bloody, he wouldn't let anyone else take it. He wanted to be the one to present it to her. My father has his faults, Warden, but he is far from common.
Why doesn't Loghain back down? Loghain backing down. Okay, it's stone will sooner turn to ash and the oceans will boil before Loghain backs down.
Because he believes he is right, Warden. He thinks he is the only one who can see Fereldan out of its current crisis, even if it is one he helped engineer. My father is capable of remarkable blindness, but it stems from his love of Fereldan. That is the saddest part of all, I think.
Is he truly beyond reason?
I hope not, but I fear it is so, yes.
I should go.
Then I wish you luck, Warden.
Okay.
You return. Is there something you wish to discuss?
No, Nora. No. I'm not gonna marry her to Alistair. Oh, might as well talk with Alistair and Eamon.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it.
Good, I've agreed to support her in the Landsmeet.
You have? I'm relieved, actually. The Landsmeet may not listen to you, and Al Eamon would go right back into a coma if you told him. But me? I'm relieved. I guess all we need to do is stop her father from taking the throne first, right?
That should be the easy part.
Right you are. We have to convince everyone there are monsters that need fighting. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Warden, let me know if there's any assistance I can give you. We have much to do and little time.
Why do you think Honora's trouble?
This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
I think she would make a better ruler than Alistair.
Honora was a capable administrator for Caelan's lands, but she has not a drop of royal blood. We did not fight the Orlesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
I honestly don't give a shit about that. To me, blood is not something that's necessary. But Alistair's mother was a scholarly maid. How is he better?
Thanks. I am right here, you know.
His mother was a maid, but his father was Merrick Therin, for whom we all risked our lives to win back the throne. I only wish Merrick had taken more time to instruct the lad in the politics of ruling. I did my best, but we all hoped Caelan and Honora would secure the succession.
You did nothing, you son of a bitch. Let's talk about something else.
We certainly have a great deal to plan.
Yeah, I'm walking out of here. I have nothing to talk. Eamon lies to you. Eamon is also full of bullshit, so don't trust him in everything he says. And I don't see the importance in preserving a bloodline on the throne if it's if the leaders are inept. So yeah, I don't think Alistair deserves the throne just because of his bloodline, nor do I think Alistair deserves the throne just because he's a nice guy. Rulers are not nice people. Let me just put it like this. The ruler I respect the most, well, there are several rulers I respect. I'll skip the two best rulers, the best leaders, sorry, not rulers, but leaders, Muhammad and Jesus, and focus on the rest, like Genghis Khan, Napoleon, and Cao Cao. So, Genghis Khan, Napoleon, and Cao Cao were some of the best rulers in the entirety of human history. And Genghis Khan is the best, in my opinion, the best ruler in history, in my opinion. We're talking of a guy who promoted his best generals, his best advisors. He promoted people to the highest functions of the Mongol state based on their merits rather than their birth. In an age where people secured their position, where a lot of people secured their position, even in Mongolia, based on their birth, and he did have problems with this himself. We're talking of a person who strongly advocated freedom of religion as well. So, in an age where you would be killed for your religion or discriminated as well. So, yeah, that's definitely impressive. And the guy who made an empire that conquered a third of the fucking world in less than, what, 50 years, give or take. Yeah, that's fucking impressive. I really could go on. I could talk for hours about how Genghis Khan was impressive, but he was a son of a bitch as well. We're talking of a guy who essentially... Okay, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. We're talking of a guy who killed millions and raped women and actually made women his sex slaves. There's actually a quote about that from him. But he was an excellent ruler. He did generally improve the lives of his people. And while people do remember him for his mass slaughters, something to be noted was that he would make each city an offer to either surrender or be exterminated. And there would always be a city that would refuse the offer and would fight, and then he would exterminate the people in that city, except scholars. He made a point to preserve not kill scholars, because he thought they would be needed in his state, and he was fucking right. But the tactic was that other cities would not resist. And they didn't. That was the point. So yes, he did kill millions, but his tactics were very effective in stopping cities from resisting. And ultimately, like, if every city he had conquered had resisted, which they would have had he not been so brutal, he wouldn't have a lot more people would have actually died during the Mongol conquest. So yeah, Arl Wolf anyway.
Wonderful. Another one. I suppose you're here to ask for a donation too. Boy, take your petition to the Darkspawn if it's so important to you. They hold my Arling now. I hear they're charitable folk.
I'm not here for a handout. I'm a Grey Warden.
Shouldn't you be dead then? How quick did you cut leash and run at Ostagar? No matter. I've nothing left for you to take, Grey Warden. Not even my sons. You're wasting your time here.
What happened to your sons?
What do you think happened? Did the Blight escape your notice? War claims the young and strong first, and Plague doesn't care about skill or bravery. There's no point talking about it. Leave me. I've nothing for you anyway.
Whoever you are, Wait. I know you. My son described you in great detail. He tells me that I owe you his life.
I could leave no man to suffer at Howe's hands.
When I saw my poor boy's legs, I only wish Howe still lived that I might tear him apart myself. I would bring troops against his son. But Oswin tells me Thomas had no part in his father's depravity. Is there anything you would ask as a reward for saving Oswin?
All I want is for you to speak out against Loghain.
Thank you again. Know that I will stand behind you at the Landsmeet with all the support I can muster. In fact, I am taking my supper today with Ban Reginalda of the White River Banorn. I'll speak with her about this at once.
Good.
Was that your daughter I saw in the market, brother?
May I help you?
Was asked to give you this.
This is Amonrix. Explain yourself. My brother would no more part with this ring than with his head.
You might ask Loghain.
Loghain? What does my brother have to do with him?
He's in the dungeon of the Arl of Denerim's estate.
A dungeon? What? No. I will go to him at once. Someone will answer for this. Take this with my thanks. It has been in my family since the War of Crowns, crafted for us by the Circle of Magi. An heirloom is a small thing compared to my brother's life. No need for such drastic measures. She's only a child. She'll outgrow this.
How old is she? 15?
You're talking about children while a war rages on. And they're not actually talking about political marriages. Or maybe they are, I don't know. A frozen cat. Where the hell is this guy? He should have been here by now. Yeah, I turned in the quest to the Chantry.
What? No mention of dessert? Surely this isn't...
So I spoke to this hunter the other day, and you know what he says?
The one who talked about all the werewolves?
The very same. Said he saw 'em plain as day. Wonder what he's been drinking.
Saw the hero, Dane, walking beside them too, I expect. With Andraste following behind.
Yeah, most likely.
Okay, let's go to the Alienage.
You seem so deep in thought, my dear Sten. Thinking of me, perhaps?
Unexpected. Thank you.
The two of us together at last?
Yes.
What did you say?
You will need...
What do you need?
I think.
I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I suppose a noble death fighting the blighted wretches is better than basking in this squalor. They'd better be paying well.
And a helmet. And something to bite down on. How...
Stay out of our alienage.
Someone's coming.
Same everywhere, huh?
Thanks for running those thugs off. I thought they were gonna kill me.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Please don't talk to me. You'll only attract their notice.
Saurus.
It's you. Come in. I didn't thank you before, did I?
I wish I could give you something. Everything I owned was lost to looters after the purge. Not that I had anything valuable to begin with.
Can you tell me what's going on here?
It's a plague, so they say. I've seen a few sick people since I've been back, but I don't know how bad it really is.
There are mages from Tevinter here helping to treat it. But there's something odd going on, though. My cousin Shiani could tell you more. You can't miss her. Just look for the angriest woman in the alienage.
Why hasn't the Alienage been closed off?
Between the Civil War and Ostagar, the city doesn't have enough soldiers left to seal the alienage. And only elves and refugees have gotten sick. I'm sure that if anyone important gets the plague, the alienage will burn.
I guess the plague's been pretty bad. I've seen a few sick people myself, but by the time I got here, it seemed to be under control. There are mages from Tevinter. My cousin Shiani could tell you more. You can't miss her. Could you talk to Shiani?
Wrong response, because I have to talk with her.
Spare a silver for a war veteran?
Where did you get injured, soldier?
Ostagar. Darkspawn took off half my foot. Oh, Andraste, bless you, sir. I won't forget your face. No, I won't.
Yeah.
Elves plant these trees to remind themselves of who they once were. And then they pee on it. Charming symbolism, really.
A tree planted in the middle of misery. It rather beckons a single sad little tear, does it not?
Unwise. When that falls, it will take out no fewer than 3 houses.
Yeah.
Mama never came back from ever. What's taking her so long?
Well, she's dead. Sorry to say.
How do you even know they're working magic? They could just be chanting gibberish. It's not as if you'd ever know. If you're really so worried about this...
Where's the hooded courier? Ah, there we go.
We are grateful. The compact is renewed.
Okay. Okay, let's talk with Shiani.
I've got children at home. I can't wait out here for another day.
So go home. The best thing you can do for your children is not trust these charlatans.
Everyone remain calm. We will help as many as we can today, so long as we can do this in an orderly fashion.
Oh, you're helping us, are you, Shem? Like Valendrian and my Uncle Syrian, you helped them, didn't you? Help them never to be seen again.
We've explained this to you before, girl. More whining will not persuade us to let you into the quarantine to carry plague back out to the alienage.
Quit trying to get us all killed, Shiani. Some of us have still got things to live for.
If this spell of theirs works, why are half the people they quarantine perfectly healthy?
There's a plague here?
You shouldn't be here, dwarf. Your kind don't leave the market district. Wait. Sora's told me about you. You're the one who freed him from the dungeons. These foreigners say they're here to help with our outbreak of plague. Funny thing, though. All the people they help disappear.
That's not true, and you know it, Shiani. Both my sisters got the Tevinter spell cast on them, and they're fine.
Where's your niece, then? And my Uncle Syrian? And Valendrian?
If there's a plague, why are people out in the street?
These men from Tevinter say their magic will prevent people from catching it. But it doesn't work if you're already ill. So they set up a quarantine. But many of the ones they quarantine aren't sick. One of them was our Haran, Valendrian. And I don't know what we're going to do if we don't get him back.
Does the guard know about this?
They have to know about it. The Haran complained, and so did I. They just don't care, or something worse.
What's a Haran?
He's the elder, the person who guides us. Maybe that doesn't mean anything to you, but it's important to us.
It's quarantine. It can't have visitors.
Why not? The Tevinter magic is supposed to protect us from the plague. So why can't one of us go in and see Valendrian?
I think I'll go take a look inside the hospice.
They won't just let you in.
I wasn't going to ask.
Well, just be careful. Those men are mages.
Oh, I know.
No, you can't go inside just for a moment. So you might as well walk right back around to the front doors. You shouldn't be out on the streets now anyway. What with the plague?
Sorry, but I need to get in there.
Hey! Someone get out here and help me!
Right.
Time for some fun!
Okay.
Cross me and you shall pay! Let us end this! Good ruling saves some dignity.
This should be easy enough.
Help us, please! We're not sick! Let us out of here!
How do I know you don't have the plague?
I swear not one of us is sick. They take the sick ones out as soon as they come in. Please, help us! Thank you, friend.
Where's Valandrian?
They took him away already, through the back alley. We don't know where exactly.
You should get out of here.
You don't have to say that twice.
Yeah. Next shipment. What do you think is going on here? I'll let you guess.
On it.
But it begins with S and finishes with Y. Yeah, slavery.
I sense something.
What in the maker's name is this? Stop him!
A little frantic. I can see why.
Time for a little bloodletting, I see.
Excellent.
As I expected. Defeated.
There's a store here.
I'm sorry, but we're closed. There are a few places in the market district that can probably serve you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay then. Need to go out the back way. Not that many enemies actually. Oh, here. Open this door. Yeah, the chantry is full of shit. And traps are completely and utterly useless in this game, as I see it.
There's no way I'm going near mages.
But you're sick. You do need help.
As you wish.
As you wish.
Perhaps I could have a turn at the nosy one, aren't you? Like, we'll fix that.
Time for... Let's get started.
You... Fine.
Next.
Your wish?
On it.
Okay. So, another door. Shouldn't take me long to get past this section.
What's this? Another shipment already? We weren't... Wait. You're no Tevinter. Who are you supposed to be?
I'm looking for the missing elves.
Quick, get them, hurry!
Good luck.
Off we go. Time for more battle. Such fun!
Guns at the ready!
I still remember my first battle.
You haven't
Speak.
It is done.
I love this game.
What is the meaning of this? We were told that there would be no interference from the authorities.
I'm not with the authorities.
Oh? An errant group of do-gooders, then? You will regret this, you know. Believe it or not, we've been given dispensation to do our business here. The humans talk a great deal about how very wrong slavery is. But isn't it funny how quickly the smell of gold overcomes such ideals?
You're an elf. How can you be part of this?
So I should feel kinship for these sheep? Don't be a fool. I am Tevinter first and a servant of the Minrathu Circle second. Those are the things that matter. But enough. I am here to halt your slaughter, nothing more.
Then step aside or be my next victim.
I am no fool. I can see that you are capable. So be it. I will let Caladrius deal with you while I fetch the Regent's men. I suggest you leave while you still can.
Watch out, trap there. Watch out, trap there. On it.
This should be easy enough.
Watch out, trap there.
I see.
Tell me what you've got!
Now we get our hands
As you wish. Is it just me or do you actually think you have a
Okay. So, here we are.
I am Caladrius, and you, I assume, must be the Grey Warden I've heard so much about.
Get to the point. What do you want?
What I want is for my business here to be concluded smoothly. If that requires that you and I come to some terms, then so be it.
What terms did you have in mind?
An exchange, perhaps. I've heard that you're trying to erode Loghain's support. It must be a difficult task, yes, like washing away a mountain. Perhaps you could use some help.
How could you help exactly?
Truth be told, there was always a limit to how long we were going to be able to operate here. We've paid for many of Loghain's troops, but once the land's meat is done, we become inconvenient. So, here is my offer. 100 sovereigns from you for a letter with the seal of the Terran of Loghain upon it, implicating him in all of this. Then, we leave a few days earlier than planned with our profits and remaining slaves unharmed.
'Tis a reasonable enough starting offer.
I suggest you look those elves in the eyes before you agree to have them hauled off to slavery, my friend.
So, do we have a deal? Even you must admit it's much better than resorting to barbarism, yes?
I have a counter offer.
Interesting.
Leave the elves and the letter, take your money and go.
Oh, no, that won't do. These elves are worth... Well, the entire trip isn't profitable without them, I'm afraid. Have you anything else to suggest?
I suggest you keep your screaming to a minimum. You don't really think I'll let you leave with more elves?
No, I suppose not. I've always been too optimistic for my own good, it's true. Let's do this the hard way, then. Men, shall we?
Enemies approaching! Let's get started. On your guard!
Let's go. This won't take long. This really gets down.
So be it. It is done.
This won't take long.
A blood sacrifice! What power?
Enough! Enough! It seems your reputation is an accurate one. I surrender.
I suggest you come up with a new offer. Fast.
Were I to use the life force of the remaining slaves here, I could augment your physical health a great deal. Allow me to leave this place alive, and I would be more than happy to do this little service for you.
An interesting offer, if a tad messy.
So, is my offer of interest to you, yes?
No, it isn't.
Then, I don't suppose you would consider just letting me go?
Get out of here, now.
That's quite generous of you, considering your position. Many thanks.
Somehow, if I'd been asked to guess the next person to walk through that door, I wouldn't have said it would be a dwarf. Are you one of them?
What happens to us now?
You're free now.
Free? How strange to hear that word in here. We will not trespass long on your good graces. Come, everyone, let's go home.
Yeah. Well,
as you like.
As I said, I'm not fond of killing people, if I can avoid it. Unless I have good pragmatic reasons, or unless I'm being a troll. So yeah, I did
On it.
spare the slaver. I think trying to put a modern perspective on a medieval age game is pretty wrong, in my opinion. I am opposed to slavery, and you know what? I live in a country where human trafficking is actually a huge issue, and I am very much against it. Don't get me wrong on that, seriously. But it's a game, and it's in the medieval ages where slavery did pretty much happen on a common basis. Hell, there were periods in history where slaves were actually treated better, a lot better than you might think. Like in the Roman era, slaves which were teachers
it's good to see you again,
were
friend.
very well treated,
You were
actually.
so generous to me before, and these are other veterans.
I'm an orphan.
Oh, and an orphan. Please, my lord, can you spare some coin?
Yeah, I have 400 sovereigns, so why not?
Oh,
Yeah. Why not? I mean, considering what the misery they face, yeah. $500 sovereigns. Yeah. If I had millions of dollars, I'd probably donate much of that money to charity. My perspective on it. There's enough suffering in this world. But it seems people enjoy killing each other more than they enjoy, you know, helping others. Okay. Well, yeah. I'm not sure exactly what else I could do. Oh, notice of death and alienage, okay. Eamon?
Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've been hearing of a great commotion in the Alienage. What exactly happened there?
Loghain was collaborating with the Tevinter Slaver.
Make her forgive me. I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Loghain. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the Landsmeet to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
Yeah. Anyway, Costin here, signing out.